Welcome to Dolphin Stadium in Gulf Breeze. I'm Robert Smith, along with Billy Roberts, who will be representing Pace High School and helping us as our spotter tonight, and Steve Long joining us again tonight from Gulf Breeze. The players down on the field are ready for the toss of the coin to get tonight's game underway. We want to give you the starting lineup. First of all, offensively tonight for the Gulf Breeze Dolphins. We'll start off first of all on the line. Number 60, Steve Custrid is the center. Steve is a 5'11", 195-pound senior. Right tackle number 50, Johnny Davidson, 6'2", 190-pound senior. At right tackle number 72, Adam Paget, 6'4", 265-pound senior. Wide receiver for the Dolphins, number 21, Ali Al-Harini, number 21. He's a 6', 180-pound senior. The other wide receiver will be Joe Sullivan, a 5'8", 160-pound senior, wearing number 85. In the backfield tonight for the Dolphins, number 12 is Andy Roundtree. Andy Roundtree, 6'3", 160-pound junior. Fullback, number 15, Jack Harris, 5'11", 170-pound junior. And wingback, number 40, Jeremy Copeland, 5'5", 160-pound senior. Tailback will be alternating between number 24, David Miller, 5'9", 160-pound junior, and number 22, Tarek Al-Harini, 5'11", 185-pound junior. Kicking tonight for the punting as well as the extra points and kickoffs will be number 17, Ian Reeder. He's 5'8", 145-pound sophomore. Starting offensive alignment for the Pace Patriots tonight, number 74 at center, Jeff Beard, 5'10", 170-pound senior. Right guard, number 72, Nathan Shelton, 5'11", 215-pound senior. At right tackle, number 78, David Rivenbark, 6'1", 240-pound senior. At tight end, number 85, Matt Bodie, 6'1", 210-pound senior. At left guard, number 68, Jeremy Key, 5'10", 215-pound junior. At left tackle, number 76, Corey Whitaker, 6'4", 285-pound junior. At tight end, number 82, Derek Johnson, 6'2", 215-pound senior. In the backfield for the Patriots, the quarterback, number 8, Nate Johnson, 6'1", 190-pound senior. The tailback, number 25, Adam Knowles, 5'10", 190-pound junior. At fullback, number 33, Dara Hughes, 5'11", 195-pound junior. Number 24 will be alternating with Hughes. That's David Nicholson, a sophomore at 5'9", 160 pounds. Wide receiver, number 5, Willie Buchanan, a 6'1", 165-pound senior. So there you have the starting offensive alignment for both the Patriots and the Dolphins. The Dolphins will be kicking off to your left, and the Patriots will be receiving to the right, which is the eastern goal line. Back to receive for the Patriots, Adam Knowles, number 25. He's out to 25 to 30, to 35 to 40, across midfield, and is finally driven out of bounds at about the Gulf Breeze 38-yard line. And I said that was number 25, but really, Billy, that was number 22 running the ball back there for the Patriots.
Dusty Shabby took the ball that time, Robert, and brought it down to the 40-yard line, breaking some tackles, and took a cut outside and made a good run back for the Patriots.
Ball is on the 39-yard line, so the Patriots with the first offensive play of the night, sending wide receiver number 5, Willie Buchanan, to the right side. High formation backfield, Johnson at quarterback. The call goes to the fullback, number 25, Adam Knowles. And he picks up about 3. We have a penalty on the play, and they're talking with Nat Johnson, the quarterback for the Patriots. We are at Dolphin Stadium in Gulf Breeze tonight, and there's a backfield in motion, I believe, against the Patriots, so that'll move them back for 5 yards. On the offensive line for the Patriots tonight, they average 221 pounds, while the defensive alignment for the line for the Dolphins averages 193 pounds. So that will move the ball back to about the 44-yard line. We're just underway here from Dolphin Stadium in Gulf Breeze. The past few years, these two teams have been in the same district play, but this year, Pace remained at 4A, and Gulf Breeze has moved up to 5A classification. Ball carrier, for the Patriots, number 25, Adam Knowles. And we'll be calling his number and seeing Adam quite a bit tonight, I'm sure. The Gulf Breeze trying to hold the Patriots here at about the 38-yard line. Again, wide to the near side is Bucant for the Patriots. Ball is down to near the 30-yard line and will be a little short of the first down. Last week, the Gulf Breeze Dolphins, we brought you that game from Crestview, were defeated by Crestview 33-7. The week before that, the Dolphins defeated the Catholic Crusaders 17-14, and then last week, Pace traveled over to Catholic and defeated the Crusaders 53-7. So both teams have faced the Crusaders so far this year. Big defensive play by the Dolphins. I believe that was number 55, was it? 30. I didn't get the number there of the tackler made the tackle for the Dolphins. I believe it was number 58. Jason Lowry. Jason Lowry is the inside linebacker, number 58. Fourth down. We're going to see Knowles again over the left tackle down inside the 10-yard line, or inside the 15 rather, to about the 14, and a Patriot first down.
Saving tackle that time, Robert. Jason McKee for the Dolphins. Adam Knowles had a good run, and he stopped Adam from going in.
First and 10 for the Patriots. Johnson, a quarterback, 6'1", 190-pound senior. Gives the ball to Knowles over the right side. Knowles is inside the 5 to about the 3. So the Patriots are threatening here early in the first quarter with 9.5 minutes remaining in the first period. No score.
Tanner Haney in that time for the Dolphins.
The Dolphins have called a timeout here early in the first quarter as the Patriots are threatening. And while there is a break on the field, we'll also take a quick timeout. Second down on the 3-yard line. Johnson at quarterback, I formation backfield. Gives the ball to Knowles. Knowles is in to score. With 9 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Patriots draw first blood.
Robert, the Patriots are running over that left defensive side of the Dolphins, and Adam Knowles carried this bunch down there that time.
They're running against a pretty healthy young man, too, number 68. That's Chris Fresqui, the defensive tackle, number 68. And we're trying for the 2-point conversion now. Jimmy Honeycutt for the Patriots. Ball is down, and it's up, and it's good. And the Patriots have a 7-0 lead with 9:15 remaining in the first quarter. And we'll have the Gulf Breeze Dolphins now with their first offensive show of the night when we come back.
When my doctor said to start exercising, I knew I wasn't...
After the wind blew it off the tee. And here's the kickoff. Hits on about the 3-yard line and bobbles the ball at the goal
Robert,
line.
That may be trouble right there.
That could be because he
touched
fumbled the ball and touched it.
Exactly, he touched the ball
in
in
the backfield, or
about the 1 yard
behind
line.
the goal. So they may have backs against the wall. So they're going to put the ball down on the 20. They're calling that a touchback, huh? Okay. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at their own 20-yard line. He did not have control of the ball, so the officials ruled that it was a touchback. So we see the Dolphins for the first time tonight on offense. Roundtree at quarterback. Man in motion to the near side. Drops back to pass. Has a man open for just a moment. Intended receiver was Ali Al-Harimi. We saw the Dolphins play last week, Billy, over in Crestview, and Roundtree is pretty accurate. He's a good quarterback, and he has 2 good athletes for receiver, the Al-Harimi boys.
That's
I
right.
have trouble with that. In fact, Ali will be coming to the near side, number 21, as a wide receiver, and Sullivan to the left side. Roundtree calling signals on 2nd and 10. To the first man through, that's Jack Paris. Paris is out to about the 30-yard line, and he's going to be close to a Dolphin first down.
He was run out of bounds that time by 22, Dusty Scheibe. Scheibe was in on that defensive play just a previous.
It's very close to a first down. In fact, the officials placed the ball actually across the 30, so it will be 1st and 10 for the Dolphins for their first down of the night. Al-Harimi to the near side, Sullivan to the far side. Quarterback Roundtree calling signals, gives the ball to the first man through, and he gets a couple of yards, and that was number
43, Adam Atkinson in on that tackle for the Patriots.
And the ball carrier was number 24. That's David Miller. He's a 5'9", 160-pound junior for the Dolphins. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 7, a long 7 for the Dolphins. Their first offensive series of the night. Pace leads 7-0. We have 8:24 remaining in the first quarter. I believe we're going to see a back in motion. In motion was number 40, Jeremy Copeland, 5'5", 160-pound senior. So that will move the Dolphins back about 5 yards for illegal procedure. On the line, Billy, the Dolphins average 205 pounds, and the Pace defensive line averages 200. So it's pretty evenly matched there. While on the other side, when Pace is on offense, they average 221 pounds to Guff Breeze 193 pounds.
Yeah, Pace is very physical up front. They've got 2 guys starting tonight that did not start last week. So
2nd down and 13 for the Dolphins from their own 26-yard line. Roundtree drops back quickly, hits Al-Harimi at the 30 to about the 31-yard line.
22, Scheibe again on that tackle for the Patriots. He's covering his man real well tonight.
And Dusty's only 5'7", and he's having to cover some of these receivers. Of course, the wide receiver for the Dolphins, Sullivan's only 5'8", and Al-Harimi's 6 foot.
Scheibe will make up for it for the speed.
3rd down and a long 10 for the Dolphins. Roundtree, number 12 at quarterback, drops back, shoots downfield, has a man open, and he dropped the ball. Intended receiver was number 24, David Miller, 5'9", 160-pound junior. And he was open, but just couldn't hold to the ball.
He couldn't hold on to it, and there's penalty flags down that be holding against the Dolphins.
And we are trying to get a few shots of some real pretty little children there tonight. And some older children also. And we're scanning through the bleachers tonight here at Dolphin Stadium. We have 7:40 remaining in the first quarter, and the Dolphins have another penalty, but the Patriots will decline it because that will bring up 4th and 10. Back deep to receive for the Patriots will be Dusty Scheibe. Okay. He's standing back on his own 40. Number 17, Ian Reeder, will be punting for the Dolphins. There's the snap, kick, and he is a good punter, and you can see that drives him back to the 30, drops the ball, picks it up out to the 35, 36, 37-yard line, and I believe we may have a clip.
May have a clip, Robert. He had his head in the back of him, and that's what the officials saw.
Last week over at Crestview, Reeder averaged about 37, 38 yards a kick, so he's He's got a good foot. Penalty will go against the Patriots, who lead 7-0 with 7:27 remaining in the first quarter of play. We're at Gulf Breeze Dolphin Stadium on a beautiful night for football. A light breeze blowing, not much because Old Glory is not beating too much in the wind tonight, but there is a light breeze, just enough to make it comfortable. That'll move the ball back for the Patriots as they assess the penalty. Should put it back somewhere around the 15-yard line or inside the 15. Just inside the 15. So the Patriots will put the ball in play 1st and 10 from their own 15.
I look for the Patriots, Robert, to come right back out and run Adam Knowles off of their right tackle.
Well, I think you're going to see Coach Mickey Lindsay doing that until it's stopped. Number 16, Jared Damson, 5'10", 155-pound senior for the Patriots, comes wide to the near side. Nat Johnson at quarterback, number 8. He's a senior for the Patriots. I formation backfield, 2 wide outs. Johnson drops back, shoots long. Intended for number 5, his receiver, Buchanan? And it's incomplete.
Alarami that time made a good defensive play to keep Buchanan, keep him from putting his hands on it.
One thing too, Billy, I noticed, that there are a number of players in Gulf Breeze that are playing both ways, while the Pace Patriots have the luxury of 2 platooning just about all the way.
That's right, and it'll sure tell on them here about the 3rd quarter.
Same offensive formation for the Patriots. This time ball goes to Knowles. Knowles across the 20. Flag on the play. Driven out of bounds at about the 23-yard line.
Knowles hit hard that time by Alarimi. Assisted by Jack Paris. I think he's going to see a hold against the Patriots.
And that's exactly what they call it. So far tonight, the best defense for the Dolphins has been the Pace offense.
They're making some mental mistakes. I don't know if they're just making the mistakes or they're just getting caught right now. That's going to back them up.
That'll move it back to about the 10-yard line. Pace is leading 7-0 after their first series of receiving the kickoff tonight. Drove the ball down for the first score of the night. Ball is on the 10. It'll be 2nd down and 15 for the Patriots.
Robert, the offensive line is controlling the defensive line right now. They're just opening up holes, and Adam Knowles is running right off tackle.
High formation backfield for the Patriots. Johnson gives the man to the second man through, and I believe that was Knowles. And he's out across the 10 to about the 15, between the 14 and 15-yard line. We have 7 minutes remaining in the first period of play.
68 made the initial hit that time. Chris Frescu and Jason Lowry, number 58, assisted by Jack Ferris.
It'll make it 3rd down for the Patriots. And about 10 to go. 3rd down and about 10. So far tonight, Billy, the Patriots have gone to just about the same basic offensive formation.
You got to reverse. Number 19, B.J. Strength that time. Adam Knowles handed off to him, coming back on a reverse, Robert.
And the Patriots have the 1st down out at about the 28-yard line. 6 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the first period of play. If you're joining us tonight from Gulf Breeze, it's the Pace Patriots and the Gulf Breeze Dolphins.
11, Tanner Haney made the tackle for Gulf Breeze that time.
Damson comes to the near side, and Willie Buchanan to the far side. Ball goes to the first man through. That's Jarrah Hughes, number 33. Jarrah is out over the 30 to about the 31.
22, Tarek Alarami made the tackle.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 7 for the Patriots. There is a timeout on the field by the officials, and while we have a timeout on the field, we're going to also take a quick timeout for a commercial break. Lead 7-0 over the Gulf Breeze Dolphins. Johnson at quarterback. Gives the ball to the first man through, and that's Jarrah Hughes, and he breaks a big one up to the 49.
They had the quick turnaround handoff that time. Jarrah Hughes broke it for about 15 yards.
So it'll be another Patriot first down from their own 49-yard line. I don't know, there's not as big a turnout tonight here as I would have anticipated between these two teams. Maybe the weather, there is a threat of, I think, about a 70% chance of rain tonight that may have kept a lot of folks at home. To our near side is Willie Buchanan for the Patriots. Ball to number 25, Adam Knowles, over right tackle. He's out inside the 45-yard line to about the 44-yard line of the Dolphins.
15, Jack Ferris came up from the corner and helped make the tackle that time. Adam Knowles again run for about 7 yards right up the middle.
So far tonight, Hughes and Knowles have been the workhorse for the Patriots. Johnson is the quarterback on second down and about 3. Drops back, hits his man. That's 33, Jarrah Hughes, over on the right side, and he is down to about the 28.
42, Sean Roberts in on that play. Robert, that was a back out of the backfield that time. He hit Jarrah Hughes out in the flats, and he was wide open.
Well, he faked the handoff to Knowles and then dropped to his right to pass, and the way Knowles has been running the ball, Guff Breeze had
The
to
play
assume
action,
he was
that's
getting the
right.
ball. This time the ball does go to Knowles. He's inside the 25 to about the 23.
Tarek Alarami that time in on the tackle.
We have 4:19 remaining in the first period of play. Pace leading the Dolphins 7-0. As we said, up until this year, Pace and Guff Breeze were in the same district and same classification. This year, Guff Breeze is in 5A while Pace remained in 4A. And Guff Breeze is in a pretty tough district. Pass to Buchanan, out to the right side. He's down to about the 11 or 12-yard line, it appears. But Guff Breeze this year is in some pretty stiff competition with the likes of the Milton Panthers and Woodham and Washington.
They're in a very tough district.
While Pace this year is in a district with Mariana, Quincy, Rickards from Tallahassee, and Wakulla. Pace has yet to play a district game, as does the Dolphins, or as do the Dolphins. Knowles tries to break it over the right side. Good defensive play that time by the left side of the Dolphin defense.
Jeremy Trey, 74, and Josh Kostick that time made a hit on Adam Knowles.
Picks up maybe about a half yard on the play. It's second down, and we're still going to call it 10. 3:10 remaining in the first quarter. Clock is running. Pace does lead 7-0.
Guff Breeze is going to have to close that middle up, or Coach Lindsay will run that play all night long.
Ball goes to Knowles over the left side, trying to get some running room, and still on his feet inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line, and just pure strength. He got that on his own, Billy.
He did, Robert. This kid is running like he wants it real bad. 25, Adam Knowles is picking up some real yardage. He's at probably about 75 yards right now.
I notice that B.J. Strength is in on offense now as a wide receiver, number 19 for the Patriots. He normally plays a defensive back on defense, but he is in as a wide receiver. Buchanan sent wide to the right, along with B.J. Strength. Knowles the ball carrier. Knowles inside the 5 to about the 4.5-yard line.
He only picked up a couple that time.
We have 2:04 remaining in the first period of play.
Kostick
Pace
and Trish.
3rd and 3. Inside the 5 at about the 4, Billy. It's 1:51 remaining in the quarter. 4th down, and the Patriots are going to call a timeout. Well, Pace has a 4th down and 2 situation at the 3-yard line, or about the 4-yard line of the Dolphins, so they can get a first down inside the 2, but they're going for it on 4th and 2. Johnson looking, trying to throw over the middle, and he's decked. Number 68 for the Dolphins.
Chris Fresquez that time, Robert, just took Nat Johnson down. He was looking for the tight end over the middle, and he was covered, and he couldn't get the ball to him.
So with 1:39 remaining in the first quarter, the Dolphins will take over on downs. 1st and 10 at about their own 6-yard line. Andy Roundtree is the quarterback for the Dolphins. Number 12 is wide receivers 85, Joe Sullivan, and Ali Al-Harami, number 21, another wide receiver. Man in motion. Tries to break it over the right side of the line, but he gets nowhere. In fact, he probably loses a couple of yards.
21, Jeremiah Avery that time read that play beautifully and went in and caused about a 2-yard loss.
So it's going to be 2nd down and about an 11 for the Dolphins. They have their back against the wall for sure. Roundtree, quarterback. Long call from center. Gives the ball to the first man through. Gets out across the 5 to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Avery at that time assisted by Atkinson. Atkinson, inside linebacker, making a tackle after about a 2-yard pickup, Robert.
3rd down and 9. There's 38 seconds and the clock is running. Remaining in the first quarter. Pace leads it 7-0. Dropping back is Roundtree. Intended for Sullivan. Sullivan has the ball out across the 15 to very close to a first down. In fact, I believe he probably has it, Billy.
He's very close, and that time number 20, B.J. Savage, made a good open field tackle. It's still going to be short.
Going to be 4th down, short by about a half yard. So not taking any chances. The Dolphins will punt the ball away, but they're going to have to wait until the second quarter to do so, because this quarter has come to an end with Pace leading 7-0 over the Gulf Breeze Dolphins. We'll be back with more high school football action. Well, we'll just stay here, okay? We've got, it'll be 4th and 9 for the Dolphins from their own 15-yard line when they move the ball back down to the other side of the field. 4th down and 9 for the Dolphins, so they'll be punting the ball away. Number 17, Ian Reeder, punting for the Dolphins back at about his own 5-yard line. Patriots will get real good field position to begin this second quarter. Reeder's kick is away. It's going to hit on about the 41-yard line and will go to rest at about the 44. So the Patriots do not get a chance to run the ball back.
Patriots have real good field position. They're inside the 45-yard line in Dolphin territory.
Pace is leading 7-0. As we're just underway here, the first offensive play in the second quarter for the Patriots. Billy Roberts along with Robert Smith here tonight, bringing you the Pace and Gulf Breeze play-by-play action from Dolphin Stadium. Each of these teams have faced one common opponent this year, that's Catholic, and each of the two teams defeated the Crusaders. Pitch out to Hughes. Hughes across the 40, inside the 35-yard line. I believe his forward motion will stop at about the 34.
68 that time made the tackle, Chris Fresquez.
Jarrah Hughes is a 5'11", 195-pound junior. Pace. Fullback. A pickup of about 9 yards on that play, so it'll be 2nd down and 1.
We got some stats here for you, Robert. Gulf Breeze had 2 possessions, had 25 total yards. Roundtree was 1 of 3, and they had 1 first down. The Patriots, 2 possessions, 134 total yards. Johnson was 3 of 4, and 6 first downs. Thank
and
you,
the
Randy.
Patriots lead by a score of 7-0. Hughes again over the left side. Hughes down to about the 30. And he's finding running pretty tough on that left side, while they were able in that first quarter, Billy, to pretty much dominate the line as they tried to run over the right side, but the left side's a little more resistance.
Looks like the Guff Breeze defensive line has beefed up a little bit, maybe brought those linebackers up some, and they're trying to shut that run off. They've got to get Johnson to put it in the air.
Young man enjoying high school football tonight, while someone else enjoys seeing it through the lens of his camera. That's Knowles, and he breaks 2 tackles to get away. He should have been thrown for a loss, but managed to get away.
Knowles is running with some intensity tonight.
So it's going to be 3rd down now for the Patriots, and about 3 yards to go.
Knowles is closing in on 100 yards for the Patriots.
Looks like a good finger there, doesn't that look? That looks like it might taste pretty good there.
Not a worry in the world.
3rd down and 3 for the Patriots. Johnson drops back, plenty of time. Shoots for Hughes, has Hughes. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10. Out of bounds inside the 5 at about the 4.5-yard line.
Hughes run out of bounds by Sean Roberts that time, and that was the same play, Robert, they did going the other way. They bringing Jared Hughes out of the backfield and hitting him in the flats, and there's nobody out there covering him.
So Patriots will have a 1st down inside the 5-yard line. First and goal for the Patriots inside the 5 as Johnson brings the Patriot 11 out. Gives the ball to Hughes, number 33, over left tackle. He's down to about the 2-yard line. So I guess Coach Lindsey has decided to see what he can do on that left side.
He's switching over and going to the left side a little bit, but big 70 Josh Kostick was over there that time, and he hit Hughes.
2nd down and goal from the 2.
Look for Adam Knowles again off tackle this time.
B.J. Strength sent wide to the left. And that's Hughes again in to score from 2 yards out. And the Patriots take a 13-0 lead.
Johnson that time, Robert, gave it to the first man through, which was Jared Hughes, and he just plowed his way into the end zone.
With 9:17 remaining in the half, Pace takes a 13-0 lead over the Dolphins. Johnson will be holding for Honeycutt's extra point attempt. Timeout is called on behalf of the officials, and I think it must be for an equipment adjustment.
Looks like Jared Hughes is running to the sidelines. There may be something wrong with his helmet.
Or he may, looks like he's holding his arm up. He may have a scuff on his arm, and if he's bleeding any at all, he has to come out.
That's right, exactly. The officials won't put up with it. They'll make him come out.
One of the rules now in high school football, if a player is bleeding at all, they take him out, even if it's just a scuff. So here's the point after attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good, and Pace has a 14-0 lead with 9:17 remaining in the half. We'll be back at Dolphin Stadium in just a moment.
Well, Bill, what about growth in Santa Rosa County?
Managing growth and its infrastructure are of
Cut tees the ball up at the Patriot 40 to kick off to the Dolphins. Pace leading 14-0 with 9:17 remaining in the half. Sullivan back deep to receive at his own 5-yard line. Sullivan brings the ball in at the 5 across the way, coming to the near side to the 15, the 20, out across the 20 to about the 23.
Number 7, number 7, Peyton Sumner made the tackle that time.
So Guff Breeze puts the ball in play for first time in this second quarter. Patriots leads 14-0. Roundtree at quarterback for the Dolphins, number 12. First and 10 from his own 23. Movement on the line, and I believe the Patriots went across into the neutral zone before the ball was snapped.
Roundtree that time changed the cadence up a little bit, and the front line of the Patriots got a little anxious.
So it'll be a 1st down and 5 now for the Patriots.
Robert, the Patriots are running a 5-3 on defense.
First and 5 for the Dolphins. Dropping back, rolling to his right is Roundtree. Shoots for Hallarimi, number 21, and it's incomplete.
Threw the ball way in front of him that time, and 21, Jeremiah Avery, was covering.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Dolphins. Ball on their own 28-yard line. Sullivan to the near side. Al-Harimi to the far side. I believe we saw some movement that time on the offensive line. That will move the Dolphins back 5 yards.
Robert, the Patriots are mixing it up. They're giving Roundtree about 3 different looks out there. They're going to the 4-4 and jumping to the 5-3. That time they were in the 6-2.
So that'll be 2nd down and 10 again. 9:03 remaining in the half. Pace leads Gulf Breeze 14-0. Sullivan coming to the near side. Al-Harimi to the far side. By the way, there are 2 Al-Harimis on the Gulf Breeze Dolphin team. One is a receiver, number 21, and the other is a running back, number 22.
Robert, that time everybody moved. There was nobody moved except the center and the quarterback.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 11 for the Dolphins. Seeing a little bit of the Dolphin band there tonight from along the sideline. Those boys operating those cameras, they look like they know what they're doing down there, don't they?
They sure do. I'm glad it's them and not me.
3rd down and 12. Roundtree gives the ball to number 24. That's David Miller, his tailback. But he'll be nowhere near a 1st down, so the Dolphins will have to kick the ball away to the Patriots.
Dusty Shabby, number 22, made a nice tackle that time to stop the Dolphins.
And really and truly, Billy, the Patriots should get good field position once again. Reeder standing on his own 15-yard line as he punts the ball away on 4th and 7. Good kick. Will not be fielded. Hits at the 40 and stops at about the Patriot 39. So the Patriots come out with a 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line with 7:38 remaining in the half. The Dolphins in their navy blue and gold numerals. The Patriots in their white jerseys with red numerals and red pants tonight. And this is the 3rd week in a row that Pace has played on the road. In fact, the Patriots have not had a home game this season, but they will be playing at home next week. Gulf Breeze will be traveling up to Bruton to take on the W.S. Neal Eagles in East Bruton, Alabama next week. That's a
W.S. Neal has become another powerhouse up in Bruton.
Well, Bruton has got 2 teams that are in the state's top 5, I believe, in their classification. T.R. Miller and W.S. Neal. And, of course, the Patriots used to play W.S. Neal. I don't know if they're on their schedule this year or not.
No, they're not.
But they are some tough hombres up there in East Bruton.
Yeah, they are.
1st and 10 for Johnson. Dropping back, going for broke. Has Buchanan open, and Buchanan has the ball down at about the Dolphin 25.
Johnson throwed it up that time, and Buchanan turned around and backpedaled and caught the ball.
It's unfortunate folks that watch the game wonder why we don't show the instant replay. We don't have that capability for our high school games. It would be nice if we did. But the truth of the matter is, in high school football, too, the plays move so rapidly. It's not like college ball. They don't take out time for TV commercial breaks, so
That's right.
things move rather rapidly. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Johnson throws long again for Buchanan. Again, this time he overshoots him, but he was open.
Buchanan was open that time, and Johnson did overthrow him.
Not by much.
Not by much. I guarantee you, if it would have been a little bit closer, Buchanan would have caught it. This kid has made some fantastic catches this year.
Here you see the Dolphin cheerleaders here on the south side of the football field tonight from Gulf Breeze.
Number 30, Jason Launder, comes off the sidelines. He covered Buchanan at that time, and it looks like he's got a thigh problem.
2nd down and 10 from the Dolphin 26-yard line. This time a running play, and I believe it was Knowles, the ball carrier, number 25. And he's down to about the 22-yard line. Not much of a pickup on the play. Maybe we'll say give him 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down
He
and
fought
6.
for every one of those yards, and Jack Parrish, number 15, made a tackle on him.
Parrish is a good athlete. We had the opportunity of seeing him last week over in Crestview, along with the Al-Harami brothers. Third down and 7. Johnson fakes a handoff, pitches out to his fullback, Jarrah Hughes. Jarrah was open, but a little high.
There's that same pass with Hughes coming out in the flats. Johnson just overshot him because he was open.
It's going to bring up 4th and 7, and I believe the Patriots probably will go for it,
There are
Billy.
penalty flags out there, Robert. I don't know what happened. Maybe some unsportsmanlike conduct. Yes, that's what it is.
On both teams.
We'll probably just replay that one.
Well, we're getting a little breeze blowing. See the flag down on the east end of the field sort of waving, and that breeze feels good, even though the press box is air conditioned here at Dolphin Stadium. So it's going to be 4th down and 7 for the Patriots.
Penalties
Looks
to be
like-
wiped out, I think, Robert.
Looks like Honeycutt may go in and try the field goal, number 14. Johnson will be holding for him. And he has a little wind in his face. The wind's coming out of the east, Billy. So
Yes, he
this
sure
will be a
does.
40-yard field goal attempt. The ball is down on the 30. So we're
Oh.
looking at a 40-yard field goal attempt. There's the snap. The kick is going to be a little low, I believe. No, it's
He
good.
got it. He
through
sure
there.
did. It
Looked
was a
like it's
line
going to be low.
drive.
Yeah, line drive. So add more, 3 more for the Patriots, and it's now 17-0 with 6:36 remaining in the first half. We'll be back to Dolphin Stadium with more football action in just a moment.
It was.
17-0 lead with 6:36 remaining in the half. Honeycutt for the Patriots will be kicking off from his own 40, back deep to receive for the Dolphins. Sullivan, number 85. Sullivan will field the ball at his own 10. Comes back to the near side to the 15 to the 20. Across the 25 to about the 27-yard line.
That's number 7 again, Robert. Peyton Sumner made the tackle again on the special teams for the Patriots.
We have 6.5 minutes remaining in the half. Pace leads it 17-0. Andy Roundtree quarterbacking for the Dolphins tonight, 6'3", 160-pound junior. So we'll be seeing him again next year. Drops back quickly, passes, but it's deflected. And looks like it was number
58. Looks like
58.
Chris Wallace,
yeah.
big defensive end for the Patriots, got his hands up.
Roundtree just took 3 quick steps back and tried to hit his wide receiver.
Usually that's a very high percentage pass, but the defensive end, Wallace, read it that time the whole way.
2nd down and 10 for the Dolphins at their own 26-yard line. During the halftime tonight, we'll be bringing you the band action, the Pace Patriots and the Gulf Breeze Dolphins here from Dolphin Stadium. Roundtree with 2nd and 10. Gives the ball to his tailback, David
Oh, he
Miller,
turns the
around
curve.
the near side. He's across midfield. I believe he's gone. Barring no penalties, the Dolphins just broke it. for about 74 yards. David Miller.
That time Roundtree handed the ball off to the motion man coming around, and as soon as he got it, he took off and turned the corner and beat everybody outside, Robert.
And that's a fullback. No, I'm begging pardon, he's tailback.
Yeah, he was
Fullback
playing
is
at the
Parrish.
right wing set, and when he went in motion,
Reeder, number 17, in to attempt the extra point for the Dolphins. Joe Sullivan will be holding for him.
Miller looked like he had some pretty good speed that time. When he turned the corner,
He did.
there
When he
was
turned the
nobody
corner,
gonna catch him.
he was gone. So that closes the gap a little bit. David Miller runs 74 yards for the touchdown. The kick is blocked, and it's no good. But there is a flag on the play. Gulf Breeze is signaling that they think it might be against the Patriots. So before we take a pause, let's see. Okay, illegal procedure against the Dolphins. Okay, so the extra point's no good.
It's 2 penalties,
Okay,
Robert.
2 penalties. Okay. So I guess they'll
Probably
get it-
offsetting,
yeah,
and they'll get to
offsetting
do it
penalties,
again.
so they'll try it again. So lucky for Reeder, he'll get a second try.
The Dolphins had illegal procedure, and the Patriots had roughing the kicker.
So 6:13 remaining in the half. It's 17-6 pace, but Gulf Breeze trying to make it 17-7. Ian Reeder attempting the extra point. Joe Sullivan holding. Kick is up this time, and it's good. And we have a 17-7 ball game. We'll be back to Dolphin Stadium in Gulf Breeze. And while we had taken our commercial break there, the officials had thrown a flag, and the extra point for Gulf Breeze, they had to go back and try it again because they were called for illegal procedure. But the third time is a charm, and the kick was good. So Gulf Breeze has 7 points on the scoreboard. We have 6:13 remaining in the half. Reeder kicks off. Patriots taking in on about the 5-yard line, and number 19, B.J. Strength, runs it out across the 30 to about the 33.
Tony Akel, number 78, made a nice open field tackle that time for the Dolphins.
Well, Gulf Breeze has shown us that they can explode, and it doesn't have to be a pass to do it. After a 73-yard scamp by David Miller just a few moments ago, the Dolphins pulled within 10. Buchanan comes to the near side for the Dolphins. I formation backfield behind Nat Johnson. Johnson drops back. Shoots for number 16, Jared Dampson. Dampson has it out to about the 44-yard line.
15, Jack Parrish made the tackle.
So the Patriots have a first down with 5:56 remaining in the first half. Patriots lead it 17-7. Buchanan again to the near side for the Patriots. Johnson turns, gives the ball to his big fullback, Jarrah Hughes. Hughes gets to about the 45.
Robert, the Gulf Breeze defensive line stiffened a little bit on the Patriots that time. They said, no way.
It's going to be second down and still about 10, so they say there's no gain on the play. He may have gained about a foot or two because the ball is now resting squarely on the 45-yard line of the Patriots. Jared Dampson to the near side for the Patriots. Nat Johnson, the quarterback, drops back, fakes a handoff, shoots to Hughes coming out of the backfield. Hughes across midfield, across the 40, inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line.
Ferris and Davidson made that tackle, and there's Hughes again coming out the backfield, going in the flats.
So first and 10 Patriots at the Gulf Breeze 26-yard line. Buchanan comes to the near side. Pitch out to Hughes. Hughes across the 20 to about the 15-yard line, and we have a flag on the play.
Hughes running hard that time. Him and Knowles have switched positions. Knowles went to the fullback. He's going to block for Hughes a little while.
that last play, so that'll give the Patriots first down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. So Pace is knocking on the door again with 4:30 remaining in the half. Have another Patriot touchdown. And I was trying to see, I believe that
Matt
was
Johnson
Dempson.
with B.J. Strength.
Yeah, B.J. Strength, okay. So from about 8 yards out, Johnson hits Strength for another Pace TD. So offensively tonight, except for some just mental mistakes, Pace has just about run the ball at will. Honeycutt in to attempt the extra point. Johnson holding. Snap, bad snap. Johnson has to throw the ball away. He tries to hit Jared Hughes, and it's incomplete. So the extra point's no good, and the Patriots have a 23-7 lead with 4:28 remaining in the first half. Well, Billy, that time the Patriots just took the ball, and I think it was about 6 plays, moved the ball about 60 yards.
They marched it right down the field, and one of the key plays on that was Jared Hughes coming out in the flats, and Johnson hitting him on the on that pass. They've run it, I think, about 4 times, and 3 times they've been perfect with it.
4:28 remaining in the half. Pace leads at 23-7 over the Dolphins. Back to receive deep for the Dolphins this time, rather than Sullivan, will be Al-Harami, number 21. Honeycutt kicking off for the Patriots. The ball blows off the tee. That's the 3rd time that's happened tonight. So there's a little breeze blowing down on the field. Join us at halftime as we'll be premiering the Pace Patriot and the Gulf Breeze Dolphin bands. Al-Harami fields the ball at his 10 to the 20 and dives for us to about the 21-yard line. And there the Dolphins will put it in play, 1st and 10.
24, David Nicholson hit him that time, but Al-Harami, being the athlete he is, didn't go down and run forward for about another 4 yards.
So Gulf Breeze would like in the next 4 minutes and 21 seconds to close the gap somewhat. If they can sustain a good drive and put 7 on the board, it could really put them back in the ball game for the second half. Roundtree calling the signals, drops back into the pocket. More time this time, but his receivers were all covered, and he only had so much time before the Pace defense was in on him.
Brad McLaughlin, that time number 65, broke through and made the tackle. And all the defenders were covered. He just didn't have enough time to get rid of it.
So it's loss on the play of about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 15.
I don't think he's going to have more than about 3 or 4 drops on this, Robert, before he's going to have to throw it.
Handoff goes to number 24, David Miller, the big fullback that ran 73 yards just a few minutes ago for the only touchdown and only score for the Patriots so far tonight. But there's a flag on the play, and I believe we're going to have illegal procedure called on the Dolphins.
Wallace and Godfrey made the tackle that time.
.338 remaining in the half. Pace leads it 23-7. So that'll move it back to about the 11-yard line. And the Dolphins have to get out across their 31 for a first down.
24, David Miller checked into the game, and if he goes to that slot back.
Sullivan to the near side, Al-Harami to the far. Dropping back, Roundtree shoots long for Al-Harami, and he's open down at the 25-yard line. And finally out of bounds, really, I guess, at about the 24, between the 24 and 25-yard line. He'll still be short of the first down.
Avery, the man covering that time, had some help by Shabby coming up and making the tackle.
Clock is running with 3:03 remaining in the half. It'll be 3rd down and about 6. Sullivan comes near. Copeland and Miller are in the backfield. Roundtree, quick shot out to Sullivan, but Sullivan gets to about the 31-yard line. I believe, according to the ball placement, he may have a first down, Billy.
Yeah, he's very close. 26, Stephen Farkas in on the tackle for the Patriots.
They're deciding whether or not to measure, I believe.
I believe he's going to be.
But he's going to give it, yeah, they said
he's got
first
it,
down.
Okay.
So they had a second down and about 22 yards for a first down, and they made it.
I think the Dolphins have noticed the Patriots have dropped off on their wideouts a little bit, and they're trying to get those quick passes coming.
We'd like to remind everyone that you can join us every Saturday and Sunday for high school replays of games here in Santa Rosa County. We're covering Gulf Breeze and Pace all year, and we replay on Saturday mornings at 10:30, Saturday nights at 6, and Sunday nights at 6. Round three, throws long for Al-Harimi, and it's broken up.
A beautiful defensive play that time. Tony Bowers come in from the free safety position, and if he hadn't got a hand on it, Al-Harimi would have had that one for 6.
These rebroadcasts are Saturday mornings at 10, Saturday evenings at 6, and Sunday nights at 6. .228 remaining in the half. Pace leads at 23-7, but Gulf Breeze has a 2nd and 10 from their own 31-yard line. In motion is Miller. Miller gets the ball out across the 35, across the 40. They better not let him get too much daylight.
That's the same play they ran just a few minutes ago, except they went the other way. The same play. They handed to the motion man, and it was Miller, and he got him outside.
1st and 10 for the Dolphins at their own about the 47. We got 2:18 remaining in the half. Timeout is called by the officials for a little discussion. Conduct assessed, and the Dolphins have 1st and 10 at the Pace 39-yard line, and Roundtree goes for pay dirt to Sullivan down at the 1-yard line, and Sullivan had the ball and bobbled it and had 2 Pace defenders on him and came up empty. Beautiful, beautiful pass pattern. 1:58 remaining in the half. 2nd down and 10. Gulf Breeze. Roundtree tries to get this one off, and he does not have any time whatsoever.
That time, Josh Owens and Wallace came storming in, and they didn't give Roundtree any time to throw.
He was able to get the ball off, though, to prevent a sack. So it's 3rd down and 10 from the Patriot 39-yard line. Next week, we invite you to join Santa Rosa's own Channel 12 for high school football. It'll be the Gulf Breeze Dolphins and the W.S. Neal Eagles from East Bruton, Alabama. And that means the Dolphins will, the last 3 weeks, Channel 12 will have featured the Dolphins. Be sure to join us next week for that. Roundtree drops back, shoots long for Sullivan, has him open down at the 20, breaks away from a tackler. Number 26 had him, but he got away from him for the Patriots.
26, Stephen Farkas had him, and 85, Sullivan got loose.
So it's 1st down for the Dolphins inside the Pace 15-yard line with 1:45 remaining in the half. Pace leads it 23-7.
Sullivan that time was streaking down the sidelines and saw the quarterback a little bit in trouble and had a comeback pattern on him.
Al-Harimi wide right, Sullivan wide left. Miller in motion. Ball goes to the fullback.
Penalty flags on the play.
But there are penalty flags on the play. That's number 32, Jimmy Cleary.
Looks like there was a motion that time.
Last week, we did not have number 32 in our program, and he had several good runs, and we found out that that's Jimmy Cleary. Number 32, he was running from fullback position that time. But there's going to be a motion penalty against the Dolphins, moving it back about 5 yards to the 19. They have 1:40 to try to get back on the scoreboard here as Pace leads 23-7. This could be a very pivotal point, Billy, if the Dolphins can score here in the closing moments of the first half.
The Dolphins get some momentum going into halftime.
Roundtree with the call. Roundtree shoots for Al-Harimi, and it's incomplete. A minute 23 remaining. That'll make it second down and 15.
Roundtree just didn't get the ball to Al-Harimi that time. He would have had him, but he underthrew him.
As we said earlier, during halftime, we invite you to join us. We'll be featuring the Pace Patriot and the Gulf Breeze Dolphin bands. Second down and 15. The ball resting on the Patriot 19-yard line. Roundtree has Sullivan to the near side, Al-Harimi to the right side, Miller in motion. Pitch out to Clary, who goes over the right side and gets maybe a yard. It'll be third down and 14. A minute 10 remaining in the half.
43, Adam Atkinson made the tackle that time, and the Dolphins didn't get anywhere on that run.
Third down and about 14. We're now less than a minute remaining in the first half, some 50 seconds as Roundtree brings the Gulf Breeze Dolphins out. 47 seconds remaining. Third down and 14. Roundtree spins to the right but doesn't get any time to throw.
Atkinson came rushing in that time and sacked Roundtree.
Clock is still running now with less than 30 seconds remaining in the half. And the Dolphins may call a timeout. I would think they would. They haven't so far.
Roundtree was looking downfield that time to Joe Sullivan, and he was covered.
Now we have 17 seconds remaining, and Gulf Breeze finally calls a timeout with 13 seconds remaining in the half. So the Dolphins call a timeout and huddle down on the 35-yard line, Billy. And you think they'll try a field goal, or will they go for a touchdown?
I think they're going to probably go ahead and kick it this time and try to get some more points on the board to give them a little bit more momentum going into halftime. They're moving the ball right now a little bit more than they were the first quarter on the Patriots.
Well, Roundtree is out and Reeder is in, the place kicker. So with 13 seconds remaining on a fourth and about 13, the Dolphins are attempting a field goal.
Reeder hit the
it'll be about a 43-yard attempt.
He had about 3 extra points a while ago, and all of them were called back on penalties, and he finally got the last one through.
33-yard field goal attempt by the Dolphins with 13 seconds remaining in the half. The clock will begin running with the snap of the ball. There's the snap. There's the kick. It's deep enough and long. It is no good, though. It looked good from here, but I think it must have been a little to the right. So there's 8 seconds remaining in the half when the Patriots take over on downs.
He had plenty of distance in it that time, but I believe it was wide left.
We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with the Pace Patriots.
Very few carpet stores can claim veteran status. Haddon's Home Furnishings has been a leader in quality flooring for almost 25 years. Celebrate.
Patriots decided not to even run a playoff and let the clock run out. And we'll have the first half statistics for you in just a moment. But right now we're going to go down on the field to take in the halftime ceremonies of the Pace High School Patriot Band.
The drum majors of the band this year are Kim Linder, Sarah Chapman, and Josh Vaughn. We open our silver anniversary show this year with the main special theme from the Sounds of Music. Go Climb Every Mountain, featuring our hit production from Jessica Fife, Alyssa Weekling, Kyle Keir, and Brent Covell.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Dolphin Stadium here in Gulf Breeze. I'm Robert Smith, along with Billy Roberts, bringing you the live play-by-play action of tonight's Pace Patriot and Gulf Breeze